do this?
Okay.
She does some stuff by herself for a while. Then. You good?
When the best of me is barely breathing, when I'm not somebody I believe in, hold on to me. When I miss the light, the night is stolen. When I'm slamming all the doors you've opened, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go, hold me again. When I don't feel like I'm worth defending. When I'm tired from my pretending, hold on to me. When I start to break in desperation, underneath the weight of expectation, hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you.
Hold on.
When I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you.
Hold on.
When I let go, hold me again. I could rest here in your arms forever, 'cause I know nobody loves me better. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Good morning, everyone. Maybe you could join me in thanking Miss Jenny Van Deen for that beautiful, beautiful Lauren Daigle song that she picked. We just sort of were walking out together, and Casper had told me that she'd done some singing, and I glommed on and said, "Why don't you sing a prelude?" And that's the result. So hopefully we'll hear you again. Thank you so much, Jen. It was awesome. I had a nice time with my wife visiting some friends who built a home in North Carolina. They built a beautiful home on the water and near Hempstead, Wilmington area on the coast. And we moved them out of their rental house and into another sort of a space because their other house wasn't ready to move into, and then moved them in. And it was 3 stories with like 15-foot ceilings. So I got to walk a lot of steps. And it was a great little break from everything. So I'm really happy to be back with everybody. Yesterday was my mother's birthday, anniversary of her birthday, and she would have been 100 years old yesterday. And we were, I was talking to Linda, my sis, about it, and she said, can you imagine the party we would have had? My mom she was a party girl. And Linda, I don't know if you can help me on this. I think the night that she got engaged, that my dad asked her to marry him, they were at a club listening to a band, and he went into the restroom and came out, and she was on stage singing with the band. So, he somehow pulled her down and asked her to marry him, and the rest is history. But anyway, I just love it, and I'm always. It's just the 11th is a special day for me. So I wanted to tell you just a quickie. 2 weeks ago, I was walking the labyrinth, and there was some. Well, I usually, if something's blown down from the wind, I'll pick it up and put it back in its space. So there was one of the, I don't know if it was a plant or something that was in the path, the walking path. So, I put it back, and I walked a little further, and there was something else that was in the path. I'm thinking, like, what is going on here? So I did a third thing, and then I walked around, and there was a rake, and some more things were on the path, and I realized, well, first of all, I'm fixing things, because I'm Jamie Marshall. Damn it, I fix things. That's what I do. But I realized this person, probably Mary or whoever, probably has a plan, and I'm screwing up the plan by putting everything back that she's got. So I looked back, and I couldn't remember what, on the other side of the labyrinth, on the north side, I couldn't remember what to put back. So my lesson from that, and I thought about it for a couple weeks, actually, as like the bracelet that I have that Mary Cox so graciously gave me. Let go and let God. Like, labyrinth is going to be there. The sun's coming up whether Jamie tries to fix it or not. So I saw something today, and I just let it go. Let it go. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it today. I'm really glad to be back. Let's do a little singing, all right? Here we go. One, two, three, and...
We have come together as a family.
We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof, push out the praise. Spirit's in this place. Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. Can you feel it? The Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. It's in everybody. Spirit is in this, the Spirit is in this place. Sing hallelujah, raise the roof, we shout to praise. Spirit's in this place. Raise the roof, we shout to praise.
Spirit's in this place. Oh, wow. Good morning, everyone. Look at this just about full house. Yay, God. So glad you're here. Welcome to Unity of Venice. I'm Reverend Robin Reiter, your senior minister. Welcome, online family. I know we've got a full house online watching us as well. So happy to have you with us. And thank you again, Jenny. That was beautiful, beautiful and very touching. Thank you. I want to offer a special welcome, and we have a little bag of blessings. If it's your first time on a Sunday, as I glance around, I sure hope I have enough necklaces, but we can get more. If it's your first time, I'd like to come around and give you a personal hello. I just need you to pop your hand up.
Here we go.
Thank you, God. If you didn't get a blessing bag, put your hand back up. Our team just went and restocked their bag. Okay. Well, it's so wonderful to have you all here with us in unity. We hope that your heart finds a home today. And that necklace that you're wearing is a way for us to say good morning to you. And also, when we have our lunch in God's Cafe, you get to go right to the front of the line as our guests. So I want to acknowledge this morning's beautiful altar flowers this morning adorned with our Veterans Day flags, and they have been sponsored by Jacqueline and Michael Wands in loving memory of Jackie's sister and mother, Emily and Louise DeGroot, who transitioned 9 years ago on November 16th, 2014. So blessings to you, Mike and Jackie, watching us online. All right. Very special day today, so we're going to move into the space of prayer. We are a ministry of healing and prayer. So if there is anyone that you would like to lift into the light of prayer, a person, a place, a situation, just speak that name out right now. Who are we praying with? And so let us pray. Blessed Spirit, we feel your mighty presence here, now, ever, and always. We know that you are moving through us, moving out into this world as light and perfect peace and perfect love. We give thanks today for all of our brave men and women who have been in service, all of our veterans, those who are still in service. We give thanks for the freedom that they provide and the sacrifices that they and their families make. We are truly blessed, and we hold the gratitude for our freedoms in our heart right now. Just take a second to feel grateful. And we affirm and anchor God's mighty presence today as together we share Unity's foundation statement on the screen behind me. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And so we are going to embark on our annual Veterans Day tradition where we are going to be acknowledging all of the veterans here, and our music team will be doing the theme songs of each of the branches of service. And so many of you know these words. Sing along with us if you do. If you served as a member or are currently serving, if you are an active or a serving vet, we want you to stand when your branch of the military song is sung so that you can be acknowledged during that song and then be seated when the next song comes up. So here we go to honor all of our veterans today.
I should say, I do not have the theme song for Space Force yet. There is one that exists, and I didn't put it together, so I don't mean to offend anyone who is a member of Space Force, but if you are, please stand maybe for the Air Force one. Okay, here we go.
U.S. Army, please stand.
Army. Over hill, over dale, we have hit the dusty trail as those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march right about as those caissons go rolling along. For it's high, high, he in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong. Wherever you go, always know, and those caissons go rolling along. United States Marines, tons of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. We will fight our country's battle in the air and land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. United States Navy, anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day through our last night shore. Drink to the foam until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy fortune. United States Air Force, and off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder, and 'em boys, give 'em the gun. Down we dive, spotting our flame from under, off with one heck of a roar. We live in flame, we'll go down in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the USA Force. Coast Guard, we're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee, through howling gale and shot and shell, to win our victory. The Purpuratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto too. We're always ready, do or die. Hey, Coast Guard, we fight for you.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Helen Volanakis, and it is my pleasure to share the daily word with you today. That word is faith. Faith heals, prospers, blesses, and sustains me. Sometimes I wish I had a looking glass into the future and knowing what to expect. But even though I cannot know how the future might unfold, I can still be prepared for it through the power of faith. Having faith means I have unwavering fidelity to spiritual truth. My faith is my anchor, keeping me steady during shifting worldly circumstances and focused not on the things of the world, but the power of spirit. My faith keeps me steadfast in the midst of uncertainty, inventive when met with stagnation, and adaptable when faced with changing circumstances. I turn my attention to God and feel my soul illumined by my belief that everything is working for good. I align with this truth and go forth blessed in my faith. From 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7, for we walk with faith, not by sight.
Well, for today's Unity Essential reading in honor of our celebration of Veterans Day, I'm just backing up one page, and I'm going to read the daily word from yesterday, Veterans Day, which is service. I give thanks for those who serve. There are many who place others' needs ahead of their own, who sacrifice their time and even their lives in service to others. I honor these individuals, those who are still with us, as well as those who have passed on. No matter the form their service takes, I am grateful for their willingness to give the best of themselves. I am mindful of their efforts to help afford me freedoms and privileges I enjoy. I bless those who serve when I pray for their safety and protection. I see them as divinely guided, endowed with the strength, wisdom, and power of the divine. I pray that I will be inspired by their example as I am called to make the world a better place. And from Philippians chapter 2, do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility regard others as better than yourselves. Let each of you look not to your own interests, but to the interests of others. The Daily Word, Veterans Day 2023.
of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and all we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jay, and it's pretty awesome to be looking out on such a full congregation of our Unity family today. It's beautiful to have you all here. I'd like to start by asking you to join me to acknowledge our appreciation of our amazing music team. Thank you guys so much.
You may have noticed that Lisa's not here this morning, and I was remiss in not introducing and thanking Ms. Rebecca Moore, who's a member of our Voices of Joy and is carrying all the weight today. So thank you, Rebecca. Love you.
Okay, thank you, Jamie. Okay, I'm going to be sharing a meditation with you this morning. First, I'm proud and honored to be a member of our Unity Spiritual Care Team. My colleagues are here in the congregation and can be identified by this beautiful blue shawl we all proudly wear. We're here to serve you and pray with you after the service. So if you have anything that you want to let off your mind or help us ease your concern, we would love to be available. We are available, and we'll spend time with you, okay? Thank you. I think I'm known for presenting guided meditations, taking us all on a journey through beautiful, lush physical surroundings, eventually leading to a spiritual awareness. Today, I will again lead you on a journey, but of a different kind. I will share my extraordinary spiritual moment, an epiphany which I experienced after having two incredible metaphysical learning encounters. First, I would like you to get yourselves comfortable in your seats. Sit back and relax. You may close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and take a couple of slow, deep breaths in and out to relax your body and your mind. I've attended both the Course in Miracles sessions and Reverend Robin's Bible study class. In the class, we read, discussed, and learned about the metaphysical aspects of the Beatitudes, which Jesus shared with the masses in his Sermon on the Mount. It can be found in the book of Matthew, chapter 5. The Beatitudes begin with, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." The others follow in similar fashion, seemingly to proclaim that those who embody certain traits will be rewarded. Based on my Course of Miracles experience, I have learned that we should aspire to reach a higher spiritual consciousness, to understand and live in positivity and love, rising above the fray of the physical world and its anger and negativity. We will share our loving and positive awareness with the world and allow others to eventually share this conscious union with God. After listening to and discussing the Beatitudes, Reverend Robin explained that the Beatitudes do not provide rewards for behaving nicely. Rather, they reflect on how those who have and share spirituality, understanding, and love can develop a more profound relationship with God. Those who are poor in spirit possess humility, knowing that in the kingdom of heaven there is only one king, and it is not them. The mourners were not just persons living in a period of grief. They were sensitized to the sanctity of life and spirituality and able to strengthen their relationships with God. The meek were not those who lacked physical and emotional stature. Rather, they possessed the qualities of patience, reverence, and peace. We can take these lessons in our own individual journey to find our personal relationship with God. So, as we prepare to enter the silence, please clear your minds and allow all of your knowledge of unity teachings, your life experiences, to give you the spiritual guidance to take you to your own special place where you can experience your own full awareness of and relationship with God. Now, into the silence. As we return to our sacred sanctuary, please slowly open your eyes and reacclimate to your surroundings. We've had a very profound metaphysical journey to the deepest recesses of our hearts and minds, having challenged ourselves to find our true spiritual center and our relationship and oneness with God. We are blessed to have had this experience together with our sacred unity community right here. Namaste, my friends.
I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world.
Thank you so much, team, and thank you, Jay. Beautiful job. Well, I have a very special treat for you that I'm really excited about this morning as we are in our day of honoring our veterans. This opportunity presented itself a number of months ago, and when it came, I knew it was a yes for us to get to hear an extraordinary story from one of our veterans and an extraordinary journey that he has been on since his time in the service completed. It's been a journey of transformation, a journey of healing, and a journey of helping and serving others. And so I want to invite up and welcome a member of our church and a veteran and the founder of the Long Walk Home, Ron Zaleski.
Hello, thank you for allowing me to be here today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the parts of war that people don't want to really hear about, and the reason why I did my walks. I was born into a dysfunctional family. My father had a choice at the age of 17 to go to prison for armed robbery for 4 years or go in the military at the age of 17. That's the man that raised me. He was at the tail end of the war, and he was at Auschwitz when they opened that up for the public. I'm second generation Polish. They were scraping our relatives off the floor. My father saw a world of horror, and he prepared me for that world. I got beat physically or verbally every day, and he was drunk every day of my life to help him deal with that. So I became like my father, and I want to be really clear. Robin said last week that I had gone to Vietnam. No, I'm a Marine. My orders got changed. Everybody I was supposed to go with got shot, and 2 died. And after I got out, I was trained to kill just like everybody else. I got out, and I was called baby killer just like everybody else. I was angry, very angry. And I stopped wearing shoes as a memorial for my friends that died and suffered while I was in. But if anybody asked me why I don't wear shoes, I'd say I don't feel like it. You got a problem with that? And I was that way for 33 years. And I blamed everybody. I had thrown away my freedom because I had no power, because I blamed the church, the government, anybody but me for what was going on. And after 9/11, I started to have the nightmares about all the guys screaming in the barracks and all the horror I saw that they went through. And I used to own a scuba shop and a health club, and one of my favorite jobs was teaching little 5- and 6-year-olds how to swim, because they didn't talk about IRAs, their ailments. They were just living life to the max. So this little kid pulls my shorts and he says, "How come you don't wear shoes?" That's the first person I told in 33 years. My family didn't know. Nobody knew. When I told that child, it was like God hit me with a 2x4 and said, "What are you doing?" That's when I realized I'm the problem. I have allowed this to happen. I have allowed another war to happen because I sat on my hands blaming everybody else. And that was unacceptable to me. That's when I shut down my business and walked the Appalachian Trail barefoot. And I was so arrogant to believe that it doesn't matter what I do, and I can't do anything, and it doesn't matter, and so what, who cares? Well, when I walked the Appalachian Trail, that was my penance to forgive myself. You know, I thought I was going to get people to storm Washington and change laws and all that, but I went to Washington, it was like I was talking to this podium here. So I figured, well, I have to do more. So I got a petition together because I realized, you know, creating awareness is one thing, but if you don't have a plan and you don't get it instituted, you know, you're not going to get anything done. So I carried the sign that said 18 vets a day commit suicide. Right now, today, it's 44. So I made this sign, had a petition, I carried it across the country. And I had people sign it. And I thought, you know, I'm a genius, I know what to do, I have this whole plan, I'm going to tell Washington what to do. Now, God humbled me on that trip. And these little turning points, like at the pool, that was a shift in my perception, that I saw the world different. Otherwise, I was doomed to be that angry Marine that guy you don't invite to a house party because he's going to break something or insult everybody there or whatever, because I did all of that. So I go, and so I do this petition, and I'm carrying it, and I'm walking across the country. And on this walk across the country, I got shot at. I got people hit me with their car while I'm walking. I was screamed at, spit at, cursed, and all of that. And I thought I knew what I was doing, but it didn't prepare me for what was going to happen every day. Every day, a person would pull off the side of the road, and they would get out of their car. And this is the litany I heard every day for 10 and a half months. The person would be there with their head down and said, "It's my fault. He told me. I didn't believe him. I should have known it's my fault." And then they would hold me like I was the child they lost. And they would say the same thing. I cried every day for 10 and a half months. In the beginning, I didn't cry because I was so numb, and I was that guy that's tough, and I don't cry, and I make jokes about it, and I'm an a-hole. But I just was broken down to my knees to look into the eyes of somebody that has that much despair and has lost all hope, and the most precious thing they have is their child. And even through that, I was still arrogant, believing I'm doing something. In the first couple of days of my walk, when I started at Concord, Mass, and went to Santa Monica Pier in California. And one of the first days, I got thrown out of a federal building. I put a piece of a headlight glass through my foot and packed it with dirt. I was going into shock. I could just feel it closing in, and I had nothing there, so I just packed it with dirt. I figured, well, and I walked on, and I'm having this little pity party. You know what? I can't keep doing this. I got to be out of my mind. Nobody cares. So what? It doesn't matter. I can't do anything. I call my brother up, and I say, "Mike, you know, I don't know if I'm doing this, you know," complain, yeah. And he says, and the last thing I said, and I questioned my sanity. And my brother says, "Don't worry, Ron, we question your sanity too." And I'm like, that's just what I needed to hear, Mike. And then he said, "Nobody asked you to do this." And then I'm still walking, and I'm feeling sorry for myself, you know, this guy that's, you know, that knew everything and was going to storm Washington and all this. And I walk, and I'm in a really bad neighbor in Boston. I mean, the houses were on top of one another. It's trash all over the place. No grass, you know, no landscaping. I come to this one place. I will never forget it. And they had a lawn that was 1.5 feet wide by 6 feet, maybe 6 feet long. And it was cut with a lawnmower. And I'm looking at this. I stood there for 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I stood there, and I'm laughing. Oh, this guy, what a jerk this guy is. He must be out of his mind. Oh, his neighbors must laugh at him. And I stood there and looked at that and looked at that. And then I thought, you know what? I bet he doesn't care what the neighbors think. I bet he's doing it because he wants that lawn. He believes that that's the right thing for him to do. And then I realized that I was walking for the wrong reason. I was walking for Ron Zaleski, this brilliant guy that was going to tell Washington what to do. And then I realized I'm walking because I believe it's the right thing to do. I care, and it matters to me. Then I was in line with God because I was doing it for the right reason. And I didn't care that I got shot at. I didn't care that people spit at me and tried to hit me with their car. I didn't care because I was at peace here. And I didn't worry about a thing. And it was awesome. And the greatest thing I did was to hold those mothers and let them know they weren't alone, and to be there for them to hold. And I thought that they wanted me to forgive them. But what I realized, I wanted them to forgive me for sitting on my hands for 33 years and allowing it to happen that their son died or their daughter died. If I didn't believe in a God, trust me, I would have killed myself on that trip. It was the most brutal thing I ever did. And people said, well, why didn't you just stop? How do you look a mother in the eye that lost everything, or a father or a sister or a brother, and tell them, hey, you know what, I don't feel like doing it today. It doesn't matter to me. They lost everything. And that's why I developed this program, is that little shift helps them make that change. Because all those mothers thought they knew who that child was. They knew who that 17-year-old kid that went in, that he was riding his bicycle, playing video games with his buddy, just living and believing everything, that the world is black and white. And they thought they knew who that kid was. And when that kid came home and he's not smiling and he's somber and he's talking suicide and he's drinking and he's just out of control and angry, they think, no, it's still him. It's still that little boy that I know. It's not. He's a different person. And I realized that nobody could change me. I was angry for 33 years. You couldn't do anything to help me, because I wouldn't let you. Because I was angry, and you're not telling me what to do, and there's nothing wrong with me. It's you. So when we developed this program, I don't say anybody's broken or wrong. We're not broken. We made a mistake. We can correct a mistake. But if you sin, what hope is there? You're going to hell. But I say, no, we made a mistake. We did the best we could in that time with what we knew. Emotions and logic have nothing to do with one another. So we do these challenges, and we help them shift just a little perception, and it changes their whole world. Like when that little boy asked me, how come you don't wear shoes? That was a major shift. Just that little shift changed my life. When I held those mothers, that changed my life. When I stood in front of that lawn, it changed my life. Just a little shift. You have no idea how much power you have. Every one of you changes the world every day by how you show up in it. How are you going to show up today? Are you going to make it a living hell like my father did? Or are you going to make it the most awesome world there is by baking a cookie or looking somebody in the eye and saying, I love you, or how are you doing, and I care what's going on? It's your choice. You know, somebody told me, I says, how long are you going to keep doing what you do? She says, I'm not dead, I'm not done. So guess what? I'm not done. And neither is anybody here done. My oldest mentor or guide was 98 years old, worked till the day she died. And she loved it. And she did what she could. And she had a smile and a kind word. In the beginning, she didn't have too many smiles and kind words for me. But then we got to respect and to know one another and accept one another. And she was one of my biggest supporters. And I'm glad that my mother lived long enough to be proud of me. Because I was ashamed of who I was and how I showed up. And to have her go with me when I spoke or come to me when I did an event, it was like my mother got a puppy, like she was a 3-year-old kid getting a puppy. And that made me feel so good. And that's what it's all about. How many of us have somebody in our life that we don't talk to because, I'm not going to deal with that? On your deathbed, it's a little late. You know, you have a phone, They don't owe you a call. And it takes courage to say, you know, what did I do to cause this? Help me fix it. That shows you're open, and you're open that maybe you made a mistake, and your door is always open for them. You know, and helping them doesn't mean you got to give them money all the time, because sometimes that's just enabling them. We had a shelter. I enabled a lot of drunks. But the day we started doing these challenges and say, hey, that's when we help them help themselves. And we don't help anybody. We inspire them to change by how we show up. That's true change. You know, you can make a law and make people do something, but when you're not there, you know, when the cop's not around, you're going to speed. So great, what good is a speeding law? It's nothing. That's what I learned when I went to Washington. So I get a law passed, so what? And they enforce it, so what? But when he's not there, but when we connect with somebody on an eyeball-to-eyeball level, one-to-one, heart-to-heart, that's when change happens. That's what changes the world. The law doesn't change the world. You change the world. You change the world. You have no idea how much a hug means to somebody. I mean, I've hugged people, and they do that, and she said, nobody's touched me for 2 years. I mean, what's going on in our world that we're so afraid of one another? You know, I used to say I believe in God. I didn't believe in God. I believed there was a God. If I believed in God, I wouldn't have done the stuff that I did. That's what it's all about. And we're always looking for people. People say, what can I do? Well, you know what? And people say, oh, what charity should I give to? I said, well, I would love it if you give to ours, because we definitely make an impact. But I went to a foundation, they asked for help. They said, well, more than 50% of our money goes for animals. I says, you got to be kidding me. I says, you will always be saving the rainforest and whales and puppy dogs till the day you fix people. The day you fix people, you won't have to worry about any of the other causes, because I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I would have killed the whale, kicked the dog, chopped down a tree because I couldn't. I didn't care. But the day I started to care, I cared about that other stuff, because good people don't do that stuff. When you're angry, you do stupid stuff. I know I did. And to me, there's only fear or love. If it's not love, it's fear. And if they're yelling and screaming, which I did a lot of, that was a cry for help, man. I get that now. I didn't get it then. And I never understood this giving without expectation. If I ever gave anybody $5 back then, trust me, I'm coming to your house if you don't pay me back, or I'm going to get something out of you. But now I get it. When I help these kids, and let me rephrase that, I don't help them. I guide them on a path I've been. That's what our challenges are about. We go through it, and then I can guide you on that path. And when I see that little light go on, or they get a shift in their perception, it lights me up like a Christmas tree. I feel selfish because I feel I'm getting so much more out of this. And then they thank me. And then I cry because I didn't help you. You did it. You allowed me to be in your life, to witness your transformation. That is awesome. I'm telling you, I wished I knew about that unconditional love and that given without expectation when I was a kid, but I wasn't taught that. I was taught you don't do anything without a reason. You know, so I am so honored to be here and to be accepted like this, you know, and you guys are so awesome. You know, you look in the mirror and there's God. I used to play this game because I couldn't look at myself in the mirror because I felt I was a monster. And what I did so that I could look at myself, I used to play this game because I remember watching Patty Duke, you know, and she'd look in the mirror, and then I figured, well, you know, if they say that I'm God and God is in me, I'm going to see if I can catch God. So I'd go in the mirror and make some face, And then it got to be fun. Then I could look at myself, because then I could see God. And it was awesome. And I love it when I can see God in people, especially the people that are angry. And I know that's a child that's in trouble, that's hurt, that's crying out. And I get that opportunity. I would like to leave you with one thing. I would like you to take a nice deep breath in and out. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. And I want you to remember back to a time before you heard the word no. Before you were told you can't. Before you were told you were no good. Before you felt you were not enough. That is who you are. You are the light. And do not hide it. Let it out and let people show it when you look them in the eye. That is who you are. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow. And you know, we talk about in Unity, we are positive, practical Christianity. And our fifth Unity principle is it's not enough just to talk about stuff or read about stuff. We have to live these principles. In everyday life, when things get difficult, when the challenges are coming forth, we put these principles into practice. And Ron's story is a living example of that. And I appreciate that so much. And I felt a connection to pieces, certainly have not gone through his exact journey, but have gone through difficult things. And the thing I take away is we always have a choice. Horrible things happen. And we get in dark places, and we have a choice to go darker and create more pain, or to find the light. And that was an example of that. And I think we want to remember that we are brothers and sisters on this journey. And what I heard him say was, everything is either fear or love. So let's bring it to love and join together in love.
We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. peace, 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 peace. Join together, together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love.
Ron, I feel humbled being here in your presence. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you. Okay, will the ushers please come forward? Some logistical issues. Okay, thank you. Now is the time in our service to joyously support our church with our tithes and offerings. For those who are joining us for the first time today, please know that your presence is your gift to us. If you filled out the information card on the front of the welcome packet, please drop that in the offering basket as it passes by. I now invite you to take your gift in your hands and let us join in the offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am blessed. Amen.
Here we go. 3, 4.
While the storm clouds gather
Ooh, Nathan, we forgot to set up those fireworks for that moment. Just take a minute. Ooh, I have some God bumps in this now moment, just feeling all of the power of spirit and unity, oneness, and freedom here in this space. So let's give thanks for our gifts and our many, many blessings. And we know as we joyously and unselfishly give that blessings return. So let's open our hands and hearts as good comes forth to us as Scripture promised, heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For that's the law, and so it is. Amen. So they invite you to indulge us. We're going to run just a couple minutes late today, but we have a couple of really exciting, important things we need to share with you before we close the service. So I want to start by inviting up Linda Ware, who is going to talk about our Unity Gala celebration, our holiday gala, our giant woohoo, big old best party ever so far for this church's history that is coming up in now less than a month.
Ooh, well, thanks, Ron. It's really hard to get to this place after that, but I'm so grateful to be living in this country and for people like you and all the people who've served. So I want to talk a little bit about the gala. We are selling tickets, cash and check only, but Tara Conklin is going to be out at the table after the service to take money and put your name on the list for tickets. It's going to be a fabulous night. We're going to have a live and silent auction. We're going to have dinner, dancing. It's going to be really, really a great evening. And anybody who's ever been to one of our galas before knows that it is a great party. So we've got a couple of live auction items that I want to tell you about because some of them are big items that you might want to get together with other people to go in on when it's time for this auction. The first one is a Fisherman's Lakeside Luxury. This is in Sebring, Florida. It's a beautiful house on the lake, and it sleeps at least 12 people. And there's a board out there. Sue Pavlak got this donated, and she put a board together with pictures, and so just be thinking about that. It's a $2,750 value. This place rents for $550 a night. Sue Pavlet's been kind of like amazing. She also got one of her neighbors that she hardly knows to donate a plane ride over New York City for 2 people in a private plane. And so there'll be more information about that, but be thinking about that because that's a trip valued at $1,400. So if you're going to New York, know somebody in New York, want to gift somebody, going there for a wedding, whatever. We also are having dinner for 10 at Reverend Robin is cooking at our house, and a live concert with, thank you, Act 3, Jamie and Lisa and Terry. Thank you. Jeez, oh, Pete. See, I can't think. And then Robin's doing a Simply Stunning cooking lesson for 6 people. The dinner is for 10. This Simply Stunning cooking lesson with Robin is for 6 people. We're going to have a Unity VIP, which is parking space for the year with a sign and your name on it, and 2 reserved seats in the sanctuary. So it's usually a big deal.
Clearly, you're going to need it.
Yeah. And so we're looking for one more live auction item. So we've got the air covered. We've got the land covered. We don't have the sea covered. So if anybody has a boat, is a member of the Freedom Boat Club, all right, yay, we just got a donation for a vote. See, this is, thank you. I'll talk to you after the service. See, this is how the auction's gonna work. You're gonna be so excited, you're gonna stand up and waving your hands. And then we're going to have we have a lot of donations for the silent auction. Every team in the church has put together a basket, some multiple baskets, and there's a lot of really beautiful things that have been donated, so you're not going to want to miss this. If you know of any restaurants in town that you can get a gift certificate for, that's great. Anything that you have, Mary Cox and I are in charge. We've got this amazing team of people that are helping us, so thank you all who are part of the dream team for the gala, so thank you.
And a reminder, our purpose for this evening is celebrating as a church family, coming together, celebrating the holidays, but the funds will be raised are what are going to enable us to finish off our drive to pay off the mortgage. We know that it will be happening that night, and I keep saying you're going to want to be in the room when that happens. It's going to be a moment. It's going to be one of the most extraordinary moments this congregation has experienced in our 55-year history, and you're going to want to be in the room when that happens. So please plan to get your tickets. We're going to sell them for a few more weeks. Friday, December 8th at the Hotel Venezia on the Unity Bypass. I would like Deb Casey to make her way to the stage. There she comes. She's going to tell you about the next Venture Club experience. The Venture Club does fun and exciting things as a group. It's like-minded people coming together to go out, to venture out. So she's going to tell you about butterfly yoga.
Well, this has something to do with a question I have for you. When do real live butterflies turn into paper butterflies? When you go to the butterfly yoga, when you go to butterfly yoga, which is going to be this coming Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, you will be doing a love donation for this yoga class, and it goes towards paying down the mortgage for the church. So we hope to have a lot of people there. Please do an 8:30, quarter to 9 arrival. The address is out on the bulletin board, and it's at the Fruitville Grove Farm Market in Sarasota. The butterflies are in the butterfly house, and Butterfly Kathleen, who raises and maintains them, will tell you all about them when you're there. You are going to be doing yoga, or you can just watch it. You can just sit there and watch other people, because the butterflies land on you, and they're magnificent. If you have any other questions, please give me a call. The number is out on the bulletin board, and I hope you can join us to help pay down the mortgage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And this week on Wednesday is our next healing meditation. This Friday night is our next sound infusion, sound healing experience. So keep an eye out on the bulletin boards for all of the wonderful events we have. And just before we bring the kids in, we are actually starting early this year with our Angel Tree Holiday Giving Program. We've done this program for about 15 years. We work with the Safe Child Coalition, which provides Christmas wish list items for foster children in Sarasota County. So those children actually write their Christmas wish list, and then those lists go to the different organizations. And so in the Love and Light Center in the very front that you'll pass either on your way in for food or out from food, there is a tree with tags on it, and it'll tell you the age of the child and what their wish is. And there's all kinds of price ranges usually. Sometimes there's things all the way up to bicycles or little tablets or earbuds and things, to things like a Barbie doll or a little Lego set or a stuffed animal. So if you are interested in participating, we usually have about 150 tags to fulfill, which means about one per person in the room. Pick up a tag, but here's the most important part. I'm jumping into my 4th grade teacher mode. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Once you take a tag, there is a clipboard that we need you to put your name and number, and the tag has a little number on it. Write that on the clipboard. Why do we do that? We do that for you. Because we've done this for 15 years, and every single year there are at least 6 to 10 people that call the church frantically, I lost my tag, and I have no idea what I was supposed to be getting. And with you having written your name on the sheet, we can go right to it and go, oh, you're buying a set of Legos for a 7-year-old boy. Great, move on. So that's why we need you to fill that out. We need everything back by the 3rd of December. So you've got a few weeks to pick up your tags, sign your name up, get your gifts, and bring them back unwrapped. How? Unwrapped. Say it again. Unwrapped. We want the gifts unwrapped. Don't wrap them. Unwrapped. Thank you. Thank you. So, Wonderful things are happening here at Unity. We are mightily, mightily blessed. And one more time, I wanted to thank Ron and let you know he will be in the Love and Light Center to answer questions, to speak with you. He does have his book about his journey. He has some copies there. He'll be happy to sign that or answer any of your questions about his organization. So thank you again for sharing your heart and your truth and your journey with us. We so are blessed today. So thank you. All right, let's welcome in our beautiful young people.
I love the seashells, I love the sandy beach, I love the shark's teeth, I love the manatees, I love the whole world and all its sights and sounds. Boom de yada, 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 boom de yada. I love the fellowship, I love to co-create, I love the Christ light, I love to meditate, I love the whole world. It's such a brilliant place. Boom de yada, 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 boom.
Okay, somebody needs to find me that shirt in my size. It's all glittery and sparkly, and it says "Totes Adorbs." I love it. All right, God's Cafe is open for a wonderful, abundant lunch. Thank you all. We've got gala tickets. We've got holiday gift tree is over there, right? Gave them all the instructions. They all know. How are we bringing them back? Tell her. Oh, they got it. Yep. With the tag and your name. So lots of great things happening. Have a beautiful, blessed week. And remember the truth that we learned today. Everything's either love or fear. Let's be love. Let's stand now for our prayer for protection and our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God holds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Okay.
Thank you, guys.